Welcome back to another edition of Breaking the Chains. This is a platform that is meant to dismantle the myth, expose the mechanism of the system, decolonize the mind, and of course, reclaim the dignity of Black history. Today, and I am very much pleased to be sitting with another genius and one who is doing remarkably well as far as in the tech area, in agriculture, in mathematics and science. I'm telling you in everything that he is doing outstandingly well. And I am very much pleased to introduce him today. That is OUSMAN JASSEY.
Thank you, Swift.
It's a pleasure having you today.
Actually, I'm really happy to be part of this platform today, breaking the chain, and also like contribute a little bit with the small knowledge we have, and also how the decolonized people, they admit that like the system is the only way out.
Yeah, so I find you busy on your writings. I don't know. You're always on calculations. Tell us the secret behind your constant, research and constant with books.
Well, like what my mom normally asks me, OUSMAN, when are you going to done with education? Like, Kenya jaha
And you're gonna
Exactly, yeah. So I normally tell her that like there are a lot of unknowns in this world, and as far as life is concerned, lot of things you cannot know everything, but again, the education have to be constantly moving. You have to constantly doing research and constantly try to find out things that you don't know, and at least like use it to benefit your life and people around you. And I say people around you, I mean like your country. I also mean your community, and I also mean the people out there, Africa at large. When it comes to education, the belief we have here is like you have to be only in the classroom to grasp those kind of knowledge. Without that, you cannot you cannot do anything beneficial in education.
Sure.
And you can see that like it's completely different. What we see in Africa or in Gambia, to be precise, is like you can see that like what those students go to school, the kind of important or the kind of like impact their education have to the country is very different from those who went to school, graduate, having different degrees. So education is very, very different with schooling. Yeah, normally Nigerians, they say education is a scam. I say that no, education is not scam. What is a scam? Is a school. School is a scam.
Scam.
Yeah, because like normally what they program us to do is like you have a particular syllabus, and that syllabus immediately you're done with it, meaning like if you have 90 there or 100, you are done. No matter like you don't even care to try to research more, to know more about that area. You are only framed to a particular syllabus, and you can see that like those frames, they are only a program, and that program, I guess, they program us to serve. Schooling is a programming to serve.
It's like it's more of like, okay, I'm doing this particular course and I have A1. It's like I'm perfect.
Yeah, that's it.
So I don't need to go further,
And then
research about that.
And
And
then
then it's like the lecturer or the teacher will not usually do not tell us this is just the beginning. Like there are more you have to know. This A1 you have is nothing as far as the knowledge that you need to get from this is concerned. Usually you have A1, they clap on you and say you are the best student, and then the rest who do not have anything are just
exactly
looked upon as if they are stupid, they don't know anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we'll get there to your education, but right now we want to know who is OUSMAN JASSEY.
Yeah, that was a broad question though. Yeah, my name, as you said, is OUSMAN JASSEY. I graduated from senior school in 2016 as a science student, and also like also a degree in mathematics and physics. But when I was in my third year, I asked myself, okay, I'm learning math, and you can see that a lot of people here in the country, they are learning mathematics or in the university. What math really means? What is math? all these variables we are learning, what is their important? How can we use it to better the country? Actually, that question is very important because the university gives me scholarship. Normally, like the best students, they give them scholarship. And the reason why they are doing that, I say reason why they are doing the reason why they are not giving it to commerce students, reason why they are not giving it to art students, I guess it's because they have a hope in the science students. And that hope is maybe when they are done with what they are learning, they can use it to better the country. So that was my question. I say actually, then I owe them something. And that is still with me. What can I do with this math I learned in uni to able to better the country? Actually, when you say it, like normally people will think that you are just saying it for idea, or maybe you're just saying it to better yourself. But knowledge is beyond us. Yeah, knowledge is beyond us. And we are the only one who can build Africa. We are the only one who can build Gambia. No foreigner will build the country for us. Any foreigner that step in the country, all what they think about is how can I grab and take it back home. So how can we use this knowledge to able to better our country? And that was the time I started researching about all the variables we learn in mathematics, starting from cal up to numerical analysis. Researching every particular course. What is the importance of this course? Why? Where do these Western people, this developed country, where are they using this kind of knowledge in? Then it throws me into computing and electronics. Actually there, I have another problem because by that time I didn't understand anything about computing. Even the on button, I didn't know it.
That was which year?
That was 2019.
Okay. So the development is just 6 years.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the math.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So then I say that let me have maybe 2 years of self-taught, learning things by my own. Because what I want to know, I know that like there's no institution here in the country can teach it to me. Nobody, even the university. Because I want to know like where these specific things, courses, where it is used in real life. Where these people, how they use this knowledge to able to like build stuff, build aeroplanes, build cars, build electronic devices. Then there I started doing my research, start with electronics. Before I started with electronics, I started with programming. And the programming language I started with, Abdul Sise is the one, my friend, is the one who told me that you can start with C++. Even though it's one of the most difficult programming languages, but he said that since you are a math student, since you are a math major, you can able to do that course. That language. Where very rare, you don't see anyone in the Gambia university, even the computer science students are not learning that language.
C++.
Yeah. It's a language that normally used to talk to the hardware. Language embedded system developers use to develop like, to make sure that like hardwares can able to have a brain to think. So he asked me to learn that. I thought that like immediately when I'm done with that, I can able to like go to any company and secure a job there with C++. But when I was done, I realized that no company here in the country offering like any program or maybe doing any job related to C++ and C. Then I said like start again another problem, which is where to use C++ in real life. That one also take me to learn C++. It take me 6 months self-taught. When I was done with that, then I have to learn electronics because that's where it is that's where they implement C++ in most of the cases. Buy books, start watching videos. It took me 2 years before I was done with. I won't say that I'm perfect in electronics, but I can say that like I can do whatever I want with electronics. And all those things, they are self-taught. In fact, like what I learned by myself is 10 times greater than what I learned in university. So since then up to now, I don't say degree is not important. But what I can say, like the number of years it takes someone to earn a degree, I can able to learn it within 1 year.
So like you're saying we come to the education, but right now we're just focusing on your initial development. Just in 2019 or 18, you started thinking that wait, that which I am being taught at the university, how is it going to be relevant in me helping to contribute to use this and solve the problem my country is facing or Africa is facing? So that mindset could be like a sort of breaking away from that system of trapping people on grade system that, okay, get your grades, good results, have certificate, get this degree, and go and look for a job, have salary, and that's the end of it. So we just, most of us, including me, within that cycle of waiting for the system to tell us what to do, and then we follow suit. You've been raised up from a community, I understand, and then probably by nature as well, that mindset built in you is. But tell us a bit about your background, childhood, where you get your childhood education, primary school, and then how, where you from, you know. People want to know where is Jassey from, actually. So we want to know those things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm from Munyaget. Nyomi, Johari in general.
Okay.
I'm from that village, and you can see that, like, that's where I did my primary school. And also, my junior school in Kontaya.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can see that, like, those places when I was there, my education level was not that, I can say that I was unaware.
Below average?
Yeah.
Below average?
No, below. Yeah, I can say that below.
Okay.
I was very, very low, because by that time, like, you can see in the provinces, all what our parents care is whether first banana or yeah. We don't have the support of education. I don't even know the taste of what it's like to be educated. Yeah, all what I was doing is like just follow suit, go to school, come back. Yeah, but when I came to Birkama, I did my my senior school in Botra. Kinadaf Botra Technical Senior School. When I entered there, I knew that, like, I start seeing people who are far greater than me, having like aggregate 7, aggregate maybe 11. I was with them in the same class. In fact, like, for me to be science student, they just managed me to put me there.
So you are managing.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And I guess my colleagues, they are listening.
Was it because you didn't have the...
No, I got aggregate 36 in grade 9.
Okay.
Very poor aggregate though. And like, but I guess like this, the vice principal saw my, I don't know, he just know that, like, this boy, I wanted to do science. That's all I want.
You have desire.
Yeah, I really have desire for it. In fact, like, they were so many students who have aggregate 34, 30, in fact, they dropped them. But me as 36, I always be in his office. I want to do science.
So because of that, you are managing.
Yeah, so they managed me to be in that class.
He was a managed science student, you know. Now he's an engineer. It's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
But actually, when I entered there, my science was not that strong. Even my maths was not that strong. I started like, I guess like the guy who mentored me in mathematics, for the maths in general, I care about them for. Very good guy though, very good mathematician. I wanted to do, in fact, like, I'm not even thinking about it, because I know my maths is weak, but I even want to do for the maths.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how I started. It was very tough in the first term. Yeah, it was very tough, but at the end of the day, in fact, that first time I ended up being the best in the class.
Really?
Yeah, and with the weak aggregates.
That is part of breaking the chains, because you are a student that is being managed into the science, because the system thinks that you were to fit in, because of your desire to be into the science stream. You were given the opportunity to be there. But imagine, you came out top of the class with all the people aggregate 6 and 7s. You were 36, managed into the science, and now first time came, you flogged the class.
That was the first.
How did you do that? Because it's going to be like, you know, this boy who is just 36 now is busy in the class.
I remember when our geography teacher came to the class, I said that the first, the guy with the aggregate 6 stand up, the individual stand up, aggregate 8 stand up, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was the last person to stand up. I was the last person to stand up. Come on.
That would be like embarrassing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, that's where I started understanding what self-taught me. Most of the areas, most of the things, most of the courses, subjects, I sit at home, my brother helped me, Pamodi Jassy, helped me to buy all those books. I bought all those Aki orders, different books, and sit at home. Yeah, reading from day to like sometimes I go to bed around 1 early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and wake up. Start reading. When I was reading those things, nothing makes sense to me, but I was just memorizing. That's how I manage, and also like start developing affinity in calculation, especially physics and other maths. So I guess like that's how I manage it, and most of them I beat them in those calculation areas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, because looking at the environment in which you were, because at that material time, you could have been judged that because of your disaggregate, you are not fit to be science. Probably, if you didn't have that desire to be constantly pursuing the principal or the vice principal admit you into science, by this time you find yourself in the commerce or in arts class where your potential would have been wasted. And then you are just one of thousands of people who are in there who really wanted to do science, but because they didn't have aggregate, they were denied. Therefore, they find themselves in the arts class where they were not interested, so they lose focus, and at the end of the day, all the energy, all the desire, zeal has gone. So, what was the driving force that was keeping you going on with that inspiration? I have to do it.
Well, I think one thing is like just with a few research. In fact, I don't know whether it was a research or I found one newspaper. Yeah, I saw that like science students, they are normally these engineers, doctors, those astrophysics, and like I always want to be like this kind of science, like
giant.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. And I know that like when it comes to commerce, though commerce students are doing well, art students also they are doing well, but in different aspects. But when it comes to science, when it comes to engineering and other stuff, like everything is related to science. So that desire was in me. I say that like no, I have to be that. I have to be people like those people. In fact, what I wanted to be is like to be an astrophysics or maybe like astronomy. That's what I want to be. Those who are taking these rockets to space. Yeah, if I had the chance, immediately when I graduated, I was like, I will study that. Yeah, exactly.
There was no chance for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so now you are really doing outstandingly well in the field. Who is your inspiration?
Like inspiration.
So who are you looking up to?
Well, I guess like he's not African. I can say that it's Elon Musk. I normally look up to him because one thing I know about him when I learned his biography, he is someone who loves to read, and also he don't care about grades. And we can see that all the breakthroughs in the world, Elon have achieved. Grades are very good. Degrees, they are very wonderful, but in different aspects. If you want to build nation, if you want to solve problem, we have to move beyond that space. We have to move beyond the dimension of only grades and only degrees. Because we can see that like all breakthroughs in the world, most of them, they are made by these self-taught either or someone who is like beyond these great stuffs or maybe like degree. Actually, like professors and doctors, master's degree holders, they are doing a lot of research in different universities. But again, like to implement it, like actually like we have to move that beyond the space. So I normally look up to him, and also that's how I like build the affinity of reading. I'm always reading, and there is I don't even compromise for that. I buy books and set a time or maybe set a duration before the month end or before 2 months I will done with this book. So that's how I learn almost everything. And I guess that's also one thing is about me. I don't have what we call like specialization. I'm a problem solver, and anywhere I want to solve problem, I'll make sure I'll know that domain. reach.
So that's what drives you. It's like you don't want to limit yourself to a particular stuff. Anytime there's a problem presented and I need to research on this, I go ahead and research.
Exactly.
Now, looking at the education system, what is your view on it? Do you think it's fit to solve the problems this country needs?
Well, I guess like education is a long time we were in the same. Long time we are in the same system. Right now is beyond maybe 50 years since this Western education began. In fact, I don't know before.
Say
100 years
since colonial.
Exactly, since colonial time.
We've been taught how to make. They have taught the sons and daughters of chiefs how to read and write, that they may be clerks to assist the colonial administration.
Exactly.
From there, we are still following the same curricula of reading, writing, and solving basic arithmetics, and then graduate with whatever you want to graduate with a certificate, and then look for a job. More of like a clerk, because we look at all the jobs are like clerk jobs.
That's it. They are like clerk jobs.
Yeah.
To be frank, and that's it. Like we ask ourselves, what this system have benefit us? What impact does it have on us? Come on, like still now, our roads, most of our buildings. I'm not even talking about like when it comes to electronics and tech, but basic things which like we can do by ourselves, we are still outsourcing it. Look at these roads. You will see Lebanese or maybe like see Chinese. They are the one who normally built it. And in fact, like they are not more intelligent than us. I think like there's something off somewhere. And when I did my research, I found out that like there are a lot of irrelevant things that we are learning from primary school up to senior school. In fact, you will see someone who went up to 30 years, you don't even know what you want to be.
At university?
Yeah, go to the university and ask someone like, what do you want to be in future?
They don't know.
They don't know. You are just following wherever your degree prepares you will be there. And that one is we can say that like it normally drains us from human resources. It normally drains us from brains, because these people can be like engineers, can be scientists, but lack of like poor education system and also lack of support enable us from still now with lot of graduates we have, still now the problem persists. When I say the problem persists, you can say, oh come on, Gambia is better than 1995. Yes, in terms of infrastructure it's better than 1995. But are we the one who create those infrastructure?
Good question.
Yeah, that infrastructure still now, those who gave us the system, they are the one who will normally come and benefit from that market.
Now, if I get you right, it's like people are saying the development that is going on right now is far more than that was in 1995. All right, and now you are arguing that, okay, let's look at it very well. Who is giving us the funds? It's not us. And who the ones constructing that infrastructure?
It's not us.
It's not us. So what have we contributed?
Exactly. This is the problem. Actually, like for me, I'm not someone into grades. I'm not someone into degree. I don't say it's bad. You can pursue your degree. You can pursue you can be someone who only follow lecturers who can give them A. But for me, that one does not resonate with me. What resonates with me is how well do I understand a particular area to solve a particular problem. That's how I grade myself. Normally what I do is if I want to solve a problem, I start research about it. So the more I know, the more I understand the area I'm researching to able to solve the problem at hand. That's how I know that like whether I'm developing or I'm retarded. But I don't base my stuff into grades. I don't also care about degree. There are areas where we need degrees, like doctor, like lawyers. If you don't have degrees, you cannot have any learning of those things. Like nurses. But when it comes to problem solving, engineering and other stuff, I don't say others cannot be engineers from like be in academia. So many engineers are from academia. But let me tell you, all the great engineers you are seeing, they move beyond only what you learn in academia. They start doing research, they solve different problems. Even those who are working in software companies here in the Gambia, you can tell that none of them achieve a job in any software company without creating a software of your own. They normally ask you what your project. And those projects, you cannot just learn it from theory. You have to sit and also learn how to build tangible stuff which can able to benefit the country, which can able to benefit people. So it can be more like we can move beyond that dimension. And that's how all other countries develop. But we are still within the same system.
Yeah. So that means the education system is primarily responsible for the mindset that there are only very few who break away from that mindset and say, I don't think this is satisfying, let me do something else that will make me look at a problem and research about the problem to solve the problem for the country. So if you don't know who we are talking with, is OUSMAN JASSEY. He's a farmer, he's an engineer, he's a software developer, he is an educator, he's a teacher, he's everything that you think of as far as, perpetuating the development of our country and Africa is concerned. And the next part we will be discussing about his projects, what he's on, and then how he thinks he can change this country. What are his challenges? What are the things that are really constraining him? And if given the opportunity and all the finance needed, what are the things he can do for this country?